Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be starting our F1 My Team Career Mode in the F1 2022 game. I've been waiting for this series for so long, and I finally found the time to make this video, and now I want to thank you so much for 1500 subs. I mean, it's amazing for all the support you have given me for the past year, and I really appreciate it. So moving on, for our team we'll be needing a livery as well as a name. So as you can see in the overalls, you kind of get what our team name and livery is gonna be. So our team name is gonna be Lamborghini. You heard me right. The supercar manufacturer, never really been a prominent team in Formula One. I don't think it's ever been in Formula One. If I am sure, I actually don't know. But yeah, so Lamborghini is gonna come to Formula One in this new universe we are going to create in F1 2020 game. So now we will be needing sponsors for our team to sponsor us in the first season. Hopefully we can change them in upcoming seasons. So I'm looking here. So now here I'm looking at Shark. I mean, it's only 5 championship points and gives us a decent amount of money, 4.9 mil. And the goal bonus is also like around 3 million, so that's pretty good. But now I'm looking at Loop, so there are a lot of options, but I eventually chose Shark as our primary sponsor for our first season. Now obviously we need a power unit, so here I'm looking at Renault, Mercedes, but I'm gonna go for Ferrari because obviously Lamborghini being an Italian team, it has Italian connections to Ferrari, so obviously it would make sense for us to pick Ferrari as an engine, and it's probably the best performing engine out there, so not a disadvantage at all. But now, the one of the most important aspects of our team, we need to choose a teammate. So I'm looking here lot of good options, and we have Mick Schumacher. So I'm thinking about choosing him because his father also drove for Ferrari, which was an Italian team. So it will only make sense to pick him. So I picked him, but we are a bit over budget. We need 2 million extra dollars, I guess. So we're gonna choose a new sponsor, which I'm thinking about Loop or Pacifico, sorry. So I'm thinking Loop gives by 5.1 million. I'm gonna take it. All we need to do is 5 point finishes in our whole season, and I'm gonna confirm these settings. Now it's time to choose a livery. So personally, I have never made a livery in my life, so I'm using a model livery. So I'm not sure who made it, but I'll leave the link in the description so you can check it out. And yes, there you go. Looks beautiful. So if you want this livery on your own game, you can check that out. I'll leave the link in the description. I'm not sure who made it though. So yeah, you can look. It's really nice. I mean, I love the livery, whoever made it. And now it's time to choose our team badge. So the mod also came with this beautiful Lamborghini logo as our badge. And now it's time to choose our team colors. So what I'm planning to do is go for a fluorescent yellow kind of theme for our primary color, and black as our secondary, and obviously white as our tertiary color. Now we have finally completed all our team information, including the liveries, overalls, and the logo. And now it's time to enter our first F1 season. So now we are gonna start editing our calendar. So I'm gonna go with a 16 race calendar because 22 races is a bit long in my opinion. I'm gonna add and delete a few tracks. I'm gonna add Australia and delete Vietnam. I mean, nobody likes that circuit. It's never been raced on anyway. And I'm also gonna replace Monaco with Azerbaijan or Baku because, well, it's a way better circuit compared to Monaco. I mean, Monaco is just chaos, or it's a very boring race. So, and I don't really want that long of a calendar. So now here we're gonna just use the basic settings of 3 qualifyings, and we are gonna do simulation damage obviously with 25% races, and all the other stuff we don't need to indulge in. Now on to the interview.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. there's a rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill, and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
Now, obviously, it's going to be hard managing a Formula One team, and we would need a lot of people to manage our team. It really isn't about me, it's about my team, obviously. So I'm not just a driver, I'm managing a whole team. So I'm going to choose this answer, which is, this isn't about me, this is about my team as well.
Every team needs two drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammate?
Now, as for Mick Schumacher, I really chose him because of his father, but I think his skills are something we cannot deny. He's a world champion, obviously, in Formula 2, so I'm going to choose their skill set really suits the team, I think, and we have already seen him what he can do on paper, but I think it's their skill sets really suits our team.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
So now here, I am thinking about maybe either Alfa Romeo or Alfa Tauri, because the player being in my team, it's obviously going to be better, so I'm going to choose Alfa Tauri. I really think we can bring the fight up to them and beat them in the Constructors' Championship by the end of the season.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
Now, this is really about which department we want to boost, and from what I have heard is that my team car is really draggy. So I'm going to choose our chassis balance is really incredible, which is going to boost our chassis stat.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
So this again is about our boosting our department. So we have already boosted our chassis one because our car is already way too heavy. So now it would only make sense to boost our aero department too. So I'm going to go for the top one.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
So now this again is about our which department we want to boost. We have already boosted our aero department and chassis department, so we should probably boost our durability because our power unit of Ferrari is pretty good, I am pretty sure. So I'm going to go for our durability.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
So again, it's asking us about our departments. I'm going to go with probably our power unit because I'm actually proud of them. Ferrari obviously making a really good power unit this season. So I'm going to go for the top one, and we have boosted all other departments already.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
Now that's it for today's episode of part 0 of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. And obviously, if you don't want to miss any episodes of the series, make sure to subscribe and turn on the post notifications. And thank you so much for 1500 subs. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace!